Welcome. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Welcome to Coffee with Drake. Thank you so much for joining. I like this cup. Can you see it? I like this cup. Yeah, I think having coffee or a hot drink in the right cup makes a big difference. It's not just what you're drinking, but having a sense of romance in the drink. So anyway, it's great to see you today. And I just really want to, ask you what's going on for you. What are you focused on? What do you love to do? What do you love to do that actually connects you to both entertainment, but also towards a sense of grounding? What kind of entertainment do you like to check out? What kind of books do you like to read? What practices work for you to keep you hopeful when things sometimes feel hopeless? So I'm going to do a practice that I do regularly, and I pepper my day with these practices all day long, because I actually find that the emotional experience is like watching the Northern Lights. It's shifting. It's always in the back of our consciousness and our mind. And so I keep doing things that connect me towards a more positive relationship. I know that everything is rhythmic, and we get into rhythmic patterns of how we feel. So when I'm feeling a tendency towards negativity, I do things to break up that negative thought process. And so one of those is what I call the 7 positive questions. So I'm going to ask you the 7 positive questions. So right now, let's start off with hope. What are you hopeful for? It doesn't have to be any big deal, or it could be some small area of your life or a really huge area, but what are you hopeful for? I'm hopeful that we can find a way to shift our collective consciousness into one that's a more healing, connection rather than antagonistic. I'm hopeful that I can really put out some really good work, both in, connecting with what I want to do, but also supporting other people and connecting with what they want to do. My work is in part supporting people in seeing their work. So that's what I'm hopeful for. So ask right now, what are you hopeful for? Say them out loud. Say a few different areas, or even just one. What are you hopeful for? So there's one question. Second question, I have faith. I have faith. I have faith in our collective direction, our collective karma. I have faith that we can evolve beyond this internal conflict that we're so enmeshed in. I have faith that we as individuals, that you as an individual can make a difference that affects us all in a positive way. So what do you have faith in? It could be some sort of sacred faith. It could be faith in your best friend or your dog. It could be faith in the sense of your mission in life. What do you have faith in? So we've gone through hope and faith, enthusiasm. I'm enthusiastic about saying yes. It's not, to me, we have to find a way to enthusiastically say yes to our experience in our world. We can't be drugged down the road of it. We have to find some way to really express it into the world. Yes. So I'm enthusiastic about finding ways to say yes, finding ways to feel like, we got this. How do you find enthusiasm in your life? What are you enthusiastic about? So we've done hope, faith, enthusiasm, creativity. How are you creative? I'm creative in getting inspired every single day, and it's actually necessary for me because I also have a tendency to get down every day. So I have to activate this inspiration. So I'm creative with that. I'm also creative in finding ways to support other people in getting inspired. I'm creative in writing, I'm creative in presenting, I'm creative in seeing people's chief feature, that deep-seated element that sort of expresses them and allows them to open up. How are you creative? It could be anything at all. It could be creative in terms of artwork, creative in childcare, creative in cooking. By the way, I would love to support that creativity. So we've done hope, faith, enthusiasm, creativity. How about desire? Do you have a deep yearning? Do you have something that if you could really be honest with yourself, that you really have a deep yearning to do or accomplish? I have a yearning to write books. I have a yearning to be supportive of others, but I also have a yearning to make a great living. And, by the way, I have a yearning to just achieve my own personal greatness. Now, so we have 2 more. Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell us anyone that you love. It could be someone now. It could be someone at a different point of your life. Who do you love? How about when you were like 12 or 14? I had I still have this friend. His name was Dave. I really loved Dave. He was a great friend of mine when I was 14 years old. He was really, really funny, and he had an integrity that just stood out. Now, the last one is, what do you love about yourself? What do you love about yourself? Anything at all. How about when you were 14 years old? When I was 14 years old, I was in this process of learning about meditation practice, and I really loved that I dedicated myself, or I found that dedication so early in my life. So those are the 7 positive questions. Ask yourself questions like this, and it will shift your relationship to the world and have you manifesting a more positive reality. So this is what I'm talking about today at Coffee. How about you? Do you have any questions or statements? Let's eat together regularly. You know, fellowship is part of how you change the world. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here you go. So, ask yourself the 7 positive questions. I bring my hands together and I bow to you. Have a great day and enjoy your coffee. Namaste, my friend. Thank you.